Alright, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. Apologize if the mic picks up some fireworks. There are more fireworks going on tonight. But it's a little cooler tonight, so I've got the windows closed. One of the good things about Crouton going deaf is that he no longer freaks out at fireworks now. So that's kind of nice. We've got FlyingWV playing low ball creator roster again tonight. One of the co-leaders of the leaderboard. And I see he's in the chat, so I think we're... Let me go ahead and get the pack giveaway form up and running, and then we'll go ahead and just get cracking. Alright, I'll just copy the latest FlyingWV low ball form. There we go. Copy this one. What episode is this? Episode 690. Oh, does this say 1914? It shouldn't say 1914. Oh, it says it on the slide. The slide says 1914. Yes, thank you. Thank you for catching that. I think the Twitch subject says the right thing, but the slide said the wrong thing. All right, let's see. It is Baltimore again. So I don't think I have to change anything here. $54 wins, FlyingWV Rev Jr. 57 wins, FlyingWV. Yeah, okay, so that's up to date. Alright, so this is good to go. 200 stream streak. That's amazing, Nerd America. Even with all the crashes in there, that's still a ton of streams. Grizzly, thank you for stretches for Crouton. Let me go ahead and deliver those. Hey, buddy. Here's some scriptures for you. There you go, buddy. Link to forum for tonight's 10-pack giveaway. Alright, good luck, everybody. You have all the way up until the start of the sim to submit this. Most people like to wait until the team has been created. Although I know Psycho Ducko and Nerd of Anarchy like to fill theirs in as soon as possible for the additional challenge. All right, let's see. Here is the roster file. Oh no, no, wait. Let's get the game set up, and then we'll bring FlyingWV in, and then we'll go to the roster file. We'll do it that way. I was peeking in to see how we're doing in this live speed run. I'm trying to pick up some live points on this account. Usually does not play dailies, but I'm trying to make live at the last minute here. We have 1 day left to qualify for PTCS. This account usually plays weeklies, so I'm excited for a couple weeks and using one slot to just churn live dailies, trying to get enough live points to qualify for PTCS. But we'll see. We're making a pretty decent run here, quarterfinal. It's only a best of 64 though, so not a ton of PTCS points, even if we make a deep run. So might have to string some of these together. Who are we playing? We're playing the Moonsault Collective Moonsaults of Owen the Jamie. This sim's about to come in. Let me see what the sim does, and then we'll start setting it up. Surprise, surprise, we have JRAM. We got Otani and JRAM. JRAM almost always one of the extra 100s that you're able to get on live PD. At this point, I'm assuming it's not a bug anymore. It's been happening long enough. Although I could see it going unreported because no one wants it to go away. Alright, come on, Sim. Bring in the next game. Going down 0-2 seems pretty rough, but if we can tie it up here at 1-1, I'll feel pretty good about that. All right, here's a win 5-4. We scored. We went up 5-2 and then hung on, so that's good. We'll come back and take a look at this after tonight's sim. All right, so we're going to create a new game, new quick start. This will be low ball OOTP27, FlyingWV, number 8. To the Orioles tonight, it is FlyingWV. American commission mode cannot be fired. I'll take the inbox here. And then manager options. And then we'll delete out this roster. Alright, I think at this one we're ready to go. Go to manager, pull down menu, GM and manager actions, sign a free agent. Free agency screen is where you create and import players using this actions pull down menu. You have to be in commissioner mode to get this menu. when Spyface Jane plays peak performances, we use this import historical players. But tonight we'll be creating fictional players, so we'll be using that right there. But let's go ahead and bring FlyingWV into the voice chat. All right, FlyingWV, you should be in the stream right now.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, let me turn you up a little bit here.
Yeah.
All right. You and I are both maxed out in OBS right now, so.
Gotcha.
All right, so Baltimore again.
Yeah, they're kind of my favorite whipping boy.
Let me put the roster file up.
Roster list isn't up yet, nerd.
All right, so it looks like you're going 13 pitchers this time.
Yes.
And you've returned to the 4 scrub, 1 bench starting pitcher rotation.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like just kind of picking up bits and pieces from like other approaches. I like that everything is in pairs on the same level this time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of learning as I go. I think I want to go back to my roots of crappy pitching and okay hitting.
Now, are you still going to go like the stamina route for the bullpen, or what are you going to do there?
Nope, not going to do that
No.
this time.
Okay. Just worst available.
Worst available.
All right. Well, let's do it. We're going to come back to this between levels, but for Legend and Star, it's just 6 relief pitchers. So we're just going to come back at the start of the good level.
Now I am going to try to get low stamina relievers.
Okay. Okay. So, but not trying to
But, not,
fatigue them
but
necessarily.
but right, not trying to fatigue them necessarily, but low stamina relievers, but high stamina starters. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
So
the first two
a little bit of a
Legend
mix
level
of my
leaders.
approach. Yeah, a little bit of a mix of my approach. Yeah, because I know I've tried my approach with 13 pitchers before and it didn't work. So
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
okay, what do we got here? Well, they're all decently good, of course.
You got 3 Andes to pick from.
That's a good point. Um, well, let's go with Andy Gayman.
All right. Andy Gayman. He is the lowest stamina pitcher here. Second
Yeah.
lowest control. Lowest HRA. Pretty solid.
Yep.
All right. Brady. Okay, whose nickname is that? Let me look that up.
Brady.
Is that a real Brady?
Possible.
Nope, it is not in the BREF. So
Oh, nobody's ever been Brady.
I guess not. Legend.
You know what I learned today while generating fictional players?
What's that?
I was trying to generate a legend second baseman, right?
Yeah.
I learned that younger players have crappy defense and older
Oh,
players
interesting.
have better defense, right?
You know,
Like
the thing about that though is there's no potential number for defense, which has always
right.
disappointed me. I think that's something they should have a potential number too, because
Yeah,
players' defenses do improve and then decline, just like all the other
right.
attributes.
Exactly. But yeah, the young legend defenders, they were like the 30 range for defense.
Wow,
Whereas
interesting.
when I went up to our ages, it was like 50, 60, 70. But all the legend young kids, they were
Yeah.
all bad defense. They were all bad
Huh.
defense. Yeah. So if you ever want to nerf for defense, now you know how.
There you go.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, it's definitely not Tim Raposa. He's got low control, but that 90 stuff plays well, I'm sure. Well, this one's kind of tough. These were all pretty good. Well, there's no real good option here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Bobby Wilmuth.
Okay.
Wilmuth, Bobby Wilmuth, yeah.
Lowest stamina does have some good stuff HRA combination here, but
Yeah. When all else fails, just go with the low stamina guy.
Sammy Pickles. Okay, I gotta look this up. Sammy Pickles.
Nice. Bobby Sammy
No,
Pickles.
it's not. It's not in here. Let's look at Pickles.
Pickles, yeah. There has to be a Pickles.
All right, there are Sunny Gray, Pickles Dillhofer. No way. No way. This is, and George Gherkin.
Are you kidding me?
No way. He's a minor leaguer. Hold on, let me put this guy up here. Oh, I gotta show this. This is ridiculous.
Pickles Dillhofer.
This is why Ophi makes fun of baseball player names. Guys like Pickles Dillhofer. Unbelievable, this guy.
Well, you know where he got his name from. Oh, jeez.
There he is. Pickles Dillhofer.
Oh, wow.
Is a real name. I think minors only.
Yeah.
Oh no, he did play in the majors.
Yeah, Philadelphia and St. Louis.
Yeah, he has a real player ID.
Yeah. Pickles Dillhofer.
Career negative WAR.
Yeah, legend in his own time.
Did hit 263 in his highest plate appearance season.
It's not
82
bad.
OPS plus.
No power.
No power. I mean,
for that time, right. Yeah.
Just making it to the majors is an accomplishment.
Impressive.
82 OPS,
yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
It means you
not
weren't
bad,
terrible.
Yeah, he was close to average. Yeah,
Pickles Dillhofer. That's an amazing name.
Pickles Dillhofer.
Huh.
They were sized differently than a 5'7", 154 catcher.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, but he wasn't Sammy Pickles, that's for sure.
No, not
But
Sammy.
man, Pickles Dillhofer, amazing name. Someone should pick that as their name for the deadfall.
Yeah, I love that our nickname Uncovered Pickles Dillhofer.
Yes. All right, legend level starting pitcher Bobby Sammy Pickles Dillhofer Wilmoth. All right, next up we're going down to the star. Oh, I didn't even add him to the team. I was so excited about his nickname.
You don't have to add him to the team.
Four-star level.
I'll gladly go with a 25-man roster.
Now, at the star level, you'll start to notice that there's more variance in the quality, but there still will be some, 5-star level pitchers here.
But I'm more likely to find somebody that I want.
Yeah, I mean, for regular credit roster, you'll still be able to get a top player. For low ball, usually you'll still be able to get a decent low ball pick here at this point.
Right. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I don't have to look that closely. It's Tony Gonzalez.
Yep, he's only got half of the good shape. He's got the high HRA, but not the high control. The 40 stuff probably gets hammered, and the 25 stamina.
Yeah, 40 stuff, 55 control.
Fits your approach, I think, pretty well tonight.
Yeah, yes, he's about perfect.
Handmaster? Are you serious? This is a family stream, OOTP. The funny thing is, you know how Ophi recently went to a Taiwan League baseball game? She was there with a bunch of other influencers, or maybe it was all Twitch streamers, all like Twitch partners.
Right.
And, so she's live streaming, and over her shoulder, we see this guy wearing like a tiger mask. And so she starts talking to him, and he now, I forget what he streams now, but he used to do YouTube videos like reviewing adult videos.
Okay.
And he used to go by the name Finger Master.
Oh, nice.
So when I see, I gotta screenshot this for Ophi. I gotta.
Right. Yeah. This is his
So
cousin.
she met Finger Master, and then we've just created Hand Master.
Handmaster. Uh-huh. Oh, good old Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, he
Baltimore
was a good pick.
Orioles.
Yeah, he was my good pick in that level.
Hand Hand Master. All right.
Handmaster. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in her Discord right now. Let me do
Right.
that
Yeah,
real quick.
screenshot it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, screenshot. Tony Gonzalez, the tight end, is moonlighting as a baseball player.
All right, hold on. Let me go into her Discord. I'll put it under the games channel, I think. All right. All right. That's done. So this is your first star
That's
level
my,
guy, right?
yes,
Look at
that was
that
my
nice
first
three
star.
and a half star below those
Right.
five
Yeah.
stars.
Yes, he was a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give
I
me
mean,
three
I
more of
always
those.
caution the stars. Don't go too much by the stars, but it is nice to see
Right.
those
Yeah, the
three and a half
stars.
stars
The
there,
stars don't really tell the story.
especially for low ball and dead ball. I think
Exactly.
they can be deceptive.
They can be very misleading. Yeah, because you can get a low star guy that's very good.
There you go.
Okay, now let's see here. Um, okay, well it's Matt Prokaki.
Matt
Prokaki.
Procacci, I guess.
Prokacci.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
gonna lock him in, but I do have to ask: were you tempted at all by the 55 stamina, thinking maybe the computer would put him in the rotation?
Um.
Were you tempted by
Actually,
that at all, or no?
not really. No,
Okay, because he's
because
too
I'm
good
gonna.
otherwise, right? If he doesn't get put in the rotation, then
Yeah,
you just took on a really good relief pitcher at that point.
he's
So
too good.
yeah,
Plus the starters. I plan on getting starters with like 70 stamina. So
okay.
yeah, he's too good. Yeah. Laddie, Matt Laddie Prokaki. Jeez.
So Procacci, I think it's Law and Order. It might have been NYTD Blue, where like
Uh-huh.
one of the random cops in the background, but that keeps getting asked to do stuff over the course of the series. I think
Uh-huh.
his name is Profaci.
I
So
think
when
you're
I
right.
saw Procacci,
You thought of Law and Order.
it was. You think it was Law and Order? I'm gonna look it up now. Profaci.
Um, I watched a lot of Law and Order, and I don't remember the name, but that's not to say that I couldn't remember a character that wasn't a constant
Tony
character.
Profaci in the original Law and Order series.
Nice, nice, Tony Profaci.
Yeah, I think like every once in a while he just appears as a guy like they asked to go, go get the autopsy report, or
Gotcha,
go put this witness in the interview room.
gotcha. Good old laddie.
Let's see, good old Profaci. Okay, but this is Procaci.
Procaci. Yeah.
Leaf pitcher, average age. Do we just lose Flying WV?
Uh, no, I was just had my hand on my mic because my roommate was walking by going to
Oh,
bed. So I was just telling her good night.
all right, here
Let's
we
see.
go.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Some good low staminas,
There are good low
some good low
staminas.
controls, some good low HRAs.
Yeah, yes, there are. And this is the case where you said stars don't tell the whole story.
Yeah.
I would rather have Andy Fentress than Jordan.
Yeah, so you'd rather have the 4 star than the 3.5 star, partly
Right,
because the four
exactly,
star fits your approach better.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
He does.
good call, good call.
Although that last guy is good too, but yeah, I think that
All
this
right,
pick's a little better.
Who is Jolly Charlie?
Jolly Trolley.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking up Jolly Charlie.
Oh, good. Scritches for crouton.
Charlie Grimm. There actually is a
Oh, Jolly
Jolly
Trolley.
Charlie Grimm. Yeah, he had a good, decent career too. 12.6 career WAR.
Oh, nice.
Piled up almost 8,000 at bats. So had a career. Career
Yep.
95 OPS plus. So an average ball player.
Yep.
And I don't
You
mean
want
that
to
in a negative way. Like to be MLB average is still pretty impressive.
you want to do scritches for crouton after you put my next match up?
Oh yeah, did someone redeem that?
Yeah, Grizzly did. Yeah.
Oh okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, so let's put the next batch up and then I'll go ahead and give those. Thank you, Z Grizzly, for the channel point redemption there. I have discounted it so that people can save up their points in case they
Wow!
want to.
I just noticed that it's no longer 500.
Yes, and I took it way down so that people can save up their channel points if they want to build a low ball
Play the game.
or
Yeah.
a dead ball player.
That. Oh, speaking of which, do I need to redeem points for that? No, I don't. Do I?
No, you and Max LP80 are gonna be grandfathered in with your
Right. Tier 2
tier
and 3.
2 and tier 3 subs, so you're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun.
yeah, I think it'll be fun. I just have to figure out the right way to get people to create their players in a way that's fun but not like too overpowering.
Right. You have to find the right balance. The right
yeah.
balance.
All right, here's the player set. Let me go ahead and give those scritches from Z.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy. Z Grizzly scritches coming your way. There you go. All right.
Well. Okay. Oh well. Okay, I know my pick.
All right, who is it?
Daniel Armijo.
Yeah, I think they've got to go with that guy.
Yeah, 35 control. And
I
home
think the low stamina guy, yeah. Rusty Berberich, is a little too good.
He's a little too good, right? Yeah, he's a little too good. He's got a little bit too much control, a little bit too much home run suppression. Yeah.
Misleading nickname Nuxie does not throw a knuckleball.
Right. Which I'm thankful for actually, because that would be bad for me.
Yeah.
If he threw a knuckleball, yeah.
I forgot who suggested it, but I am glad we added knuckleball to the profile.
Yep. Yeah, that was me.
I think we've seen 2 or 3 the whole time we've been doing it, so there are not a lot.
Yeah, I suggested that one, right? Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Because it's been good to see, just from a statistics standpoint, to just see how many there are.
And it's fun when you see one. It's fun.
Oh yeah,
when you see one.
totally.
Yeah.
It's
like you said,
it's an eye-popping moment.
Yeah, it's rare. It's like a unicorn. Yeah.
I was so excited about the Handmaster nickname. I guess I forgot to hit enter when I.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this should be all 4. Yep. So let's go back to the profile or the roster page here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got 2 more relief pitchers to finish out your bullpen, and then 2 catchers and your only second baseman.
Yes.
All right.
I'm still trying that strategy with the second baseman. It hasn't worked yet, but I'm hoping it will one of these times.
You mean like getting no backup?
Well, no bat and good defense is what I'm hoping for.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's at the good level. It's hard because they're usually well balanced, but I'm hoping to get a role where it's good defense and no bat.
I figure second
baseman is one of those positions that could do that.
Yeah. All right, good level. You'll start to see a lot more lower quality picks here.
Right.
Yeah, no more blue. Very little blue left.
Yes. Yeah, the scary thing is flat can still be good.
No, that is true, especially if it's flat and above average.
Right.
I think flat and average, like Newstrom, worries me a little less.
Yeah. Newstrom doesn't worry me, but the problem is the 50 stamina.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this profile in general. But
it doesn't.
You don't want this 50 stamina, right?
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with. Let's see, who do I want to go with? Oh, this one is a bit tough. I almost said Miguel Fernandez, but I'm not sure if it's him.
Two Miguels in this group, by the way.
Yeah, there are two Miguels. Okay. Well, it's Miguel Fernandez.
All right, Miguel Fernandez.
Hopefully, he gives up some bombs to lefties.
Yeah, yeah. This is the first good level pick.
I also love that the squishes for crouton is reduced. Now speckles won't go broke.
Yes, yeah. I might have to balance it out by increasing
The
the
timer.
the cost of
Oh,
a community game until just temporarily until
right,
until
right,
the
right,
league gets created.
right.
But also, I think someone brought up a good point too that I don't want to discourage people from doing experiments while they're saving up for
Yeah,
their players. So I think, or
yeah,
not experiments for community games. So I think any
right.
points used for community games, I'm going to let people apply that towards their player.
Okay.
Mainly, I just want the league to be full of people who spend time in our channel because
Exactly.
I
You
want.
want the community to be involved in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Especially the night walkers.
right. All
But I would
right,
love to see EVC in the league.
that's true. Last bullpen piece.
Yeah. Okay. Last bullpen piece. Here we go. Watch me get like an 80 stamina guy.
And when EVC plays Creator Roster each time,
Yeah.
I invite him to play without a channel point redemption. So I could do the same too and let him make a player.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to have him in the league.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Some interesting choices.
I basically give an open invitation to certain people who do a lot for the OOTP community.
Yes.
So, like EVC, Spore, Nicolino has an open invitation. He's never taken me up on it, but he's got an open invitation.
Hmm. Well, here's the.
Laptop Hound has never played, but he has an open invitation.
Uh-huh. Here's the dilemma. Okay. I think the shape I like the best here is Luis Garza.
Luis Garza. Okay, there's three pretty compelling shapes here. There's Luis Garza with
There,
the
there,
low
really,
HRA control. There's
there
the
really
guy
are.
who has the control half of the good shape, and the other guy
Right.
has the HRA half of the good shape.
Yes. Yes. Like you said, there's three different shapes here.
Yeah. So you're gonna go Garza. All right. I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm gonna go with the low control home run suppression and hope that's enough to make him bad.
Also, the low control, low stamina combination is pretty good too, because
Yes.
he'll hit pitch counts pretty fast with that low
Right.
control.
He'll flame out fast
Yeah.
because he's not getting out of innings quick. Well,
Senor
there's
with
my
a
bull.
3-stream streak. Thank you for the 3-stream streak.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Baltimore. Okay,
New
we're
Night
done with
Walker.
the bullpen for the entire game now. Two catchers coming up next.
Gotcha.
Two
Yes.
catchers.
Two catchers.
Usually not a lot of lefty batting catchers, so
Right.
don't have to worry about the platoon too much here. And the big thing, people who are new might not know this, but the AI will not start the backup catcher as the DH. Oh, look at regular Creator roster people drooling over Emmanuel Buonaconte.
Right. Oh yeah, 5-star at the good level.
Yeah, look at that.
That's insane.
75 of OK, 80 BABIP, 65 high at the good
Let me
level.
just let me just say, I am not taking that guy. He is an amazing good level player.
That's true.
Amazing.
Nerd of Anarchy's 200 stream streak is the Yoda to Senor Dirtbag's three stream streak.
He is amazing. Um. Well, this one's a little tough.
Ezra Denny, thank you for the raid. Also, thank you for another fun Saturday night live. I really like this game that Ezra's playing. I was a little confused though with the first part. I had never seen all that flying around with the planes. Oh, Ezra, I have a fun anecdote for you too. You talked about like increasing the armor on your planes for survivability. Um,
Yes.
so I think it was during World War early in World War II that they would look at all the fighter planes coming back, and they had these scientists working on where should they apply armor to the planes. So they would look at all the planes coming back and they would note where they were damaged and say, okay, that's where planes are getting damaged. That's where we need to put the additional armor. But the thing is, there was a survivability bias because those are the planes that made it back. So really, those are the places you don't need armor. So they had it completely backwards.
Yeah.
They
Well,
should have been
another.
looking at the planes that got shot down and see where
Yeah.
were they hit, and that's where you need to put the armor. But instead, they did the completely backwards thing. And so I was taking one of my concentrations in decision sciences, and that was like an early a case that they gave us to show survivability bias and how it seems to make sense, but it's actually completely backwards. Anyway, Ezra, I thought as you were armoring your planes, I thought you would appreciate that story.
Yep. In all fairness, Ezra, that train was looking at me funny. And we're going with Bob Cooper.
Bob Cooper. Yeah, this is a tough round, but I
Yes,
think
it is.
that's the best pick here. I think of the bunch.
Yeah. I mean, he's only got 5 more power than the other guy that I would have picked, and I like the eye that's much worse and the Babip's
Oh,
worse. So
also for the Raiders, you missed this. We found a nickname. The game gives a nickname, Sammy Pickles. There
see,
is no
Sammy,
Sammy Pickles in baseball history, but as we were looking up Pickles, I found Pickles Dillhofer,
Pickles Dillhofer, and then
an
right after that we had
actual.
Handmaster, and then we had Handmaster right after Dillhofer.
Yeah,
Well, after
they also gave us the nickname Handmaster, but Pickles Dillhofer, an actual major leaguer who played in the dead ball era, 1917 to 1921. So Pickles Dillhofer, real major leaguer. Oh, Ezra, I didn't realize the mission was to capture that ship. You guys were destroying it. It's so funny.
it felt like a smash room.
Oh, that's funny, Nerd Anarchy. They welded steel plates to protect the general, and they crashed the plane, killing the general. Yeah. So they learned a lot about what not to do.
Yes.
All right. So here is Bob Cooper, good level catcher. This is the first of two, so try to keep this guy locked in.
Yes.
Because the computer will be deciding between starting this guy and the one we're about to create.
Yes.
All right, another batch of catchers at the good level.
Let's see what we got here. Don't especially love these guys either. But I see a guy that's almost exactly the mirror image of the other guy I took.
Mm-hmm.
Really. Almost exactly a mirror image. Let's go with Art Laborde.
Yeah, I saw this guy and was like, you can't lose by taking this guy because he's the
Right.
same as the other guy.
He's the same guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the same guy. He's the same guy.
he won't be a
Maybe
better low ball player, but he won't be a worse low ball player.
right. Right.
He really is very similar to the other guy.
He is.
All right, normally we don't do this, but I've got to do a comparison of these two.
A comparison. Right. I'm curious.
Because your catcher's already done, so I don't feel like this
Right.
is like breaking any,
Cheating. Yeah,
giving
it's not
any
really cheating.
benefit here. So here's
Yeah.
board, and then let's Laborde, and then let's compare. Cooper and
Pretty much,
Laborde.
it's like the same guy with a mustache.
5 points, 5 points. Gap, which we have proven does not
It,
affect too
too
much,
anything,
is a
right?
big
Yeah, right.
difference here. But yeah, it's really just these 5 point differences here in avoid
Yeah,
K and I, and then a 5 point difference in power versus likelihood. Otherwise,
yeah,
exactly the same
ex-
profile.
exact, exactly the same, right?
Yeah,
It,
because I know what I noticed was they both had the same. They had the same cutout in BABIP and I. Like they both had the low
exactly,
BABIP and I.
right, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this is the last good level pick is your second baseman,
Yes, the
and it's
second
your
baseman is
only
the
second
last.
baseman. So
My only second baseman.
this feels like a pretty key pick.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get any backups at that position, but I probably will. It'd be nice to have one second baseman though. Okay, what do we got here? Hmm.
I mean, David Poling seems like the definite regular creator roster pick here.
Yeah, I'm not taking David Poling. No,
Power
he's way
I,
too.
top
Way,
defender. This is a
yeah, he's way.
steal at good level.
Yeah, yeah, he's a steal. He's way too good. He's way too good. Um, can we isolate Hammond, Tar, and Wallace?
Sure. Tar and Wallace.
Yeah, yeah. Just get rid of Santiago and Poling. Actually, yeah, well, Tar and Wallace. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're going with Wallace.
Okay. Any particular reason? Just the flatter profile, or
Just a slightly flatter profile. Yeah.
okay, going with Wallace, so we'll delete Tar. Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly's nickname. Nice.
Yeah. Donnie Baseball. Yeah.
Don't love that the one guy you're hoping to not be very good has a has a Don Mattingly nickname, but all right, let's go now. Let's check out the next level down, which is average. Now, the way the player creation action works is, legend, incredibly good, star, and good, pretty high above average, but then it does seem to try to force players to like really an average set point at the average level. So there's a pretty big drop from good to average. So let's see what we're gonna get here. Two third
Yeah.
basemen, two left fielders, and then one each right field and first base.
Hmm.
I like the solo second baseman, solo first baseman, solo right fielder approach here. I think
Yes.
it's good. And while I put this next group up, I need to go unlock the door. So my wife forgot her keys, and she's coming back with our
Oh.
oldest from watching fireworks. I need to go unlock the door after this batch.
Yes. Yes.
So for anyone who's streaming and knows where I live, you can break into my house after I unlock the door. All right, third base.
You know, Nerd's going to be at your door pretty soon.
All right, average age, average level, third baseman. All right, let me put this group up, and then I'll probably not. My headphones will probably cut out too. But I will let you know when I'm back. Let me
Okay.
mute myself too. I'm gonna mute you too, because I don't know if my Discord mic will go onto the stream either.
Okay.
All right, sorry for that. You had some quiet contemplation time with your picks, and I see that Lisa loves biology is giving croutons some scritches.
Yes.
Deliver those.
I've got a bit of a tough decision here. A little bit of a tough decision. But not that tough of a decision.
Yeah, like everyone's got something or other they do pretty well.
Yeah. It's Corey Daly though.
Yeah, he would have been my choice too. It wasn't an insta pick, but I think
Yeah,
as I
I like
looked over
Roberts.
them,
I liked Roberts, but he's going to have too high of an average, so
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
take
even
Roberts.
65, 55 is kind of tough to take, but
Right, right.
yeah. But of these five, I think he was the low ball guy I would have taken too.
Yes.
Does not play second base, so far only one second baseman.
Oh, nice. He can back up shortstop if he wants.
So this is the first average level pick. Well, this is low ball, so we would like the defense to be horrific.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I would prefer a horrific defender,
Yeah,
but at third base it doesn't matter too much.
that's true. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
All right, so that's first of two third base. So lock this guy in your mind because we're gonna be creating his. Now, sometimes with a
Yeah.
bad bat, the good defense is a good thing because then
That's a good point. Yeah.
you hope the computer will start that guy.
But you're right. Everyone had something there. There were
Yeah.
power hitters. There were contact hitters. There was an
Okay,
eye
now
guy.
this
Yeah.
is a pretty good low ball pool. This is much
Yes.
better than the last one.
Yes. And let me see if I can lock into what I want here.
In fact, now I'm wondering if I didn't. There's no way I made that first group of third baseman good level, did I? Pretty sure they were average. I'm checking
Well,
the
I'm
clip
not.
right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know if the clip goes back far enough, but
Hmm.
Nerd of Anarchy is good at looking back. Nerd of Anarchy, are you able to look back to see if that last batch of third basemen before this one was generated a good or average? Actually, while you pick, I'm gonna try to look at the video. Oh, Nerd of Anarchy is looking now. Thank you, Nerd of Anarchy.
I'm curious because I want to see if the cake is a lie.
No, I can show you. You don't have to pick the guy. I can show you afterwards if you want to know.
He's my pick, anyways. It's
Okay.
David Nino. Yeah,
David
he's the
Nino.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah, very
He's
flat profile. You eat a little bit of power, but I like his low ball
yes.
profile here.
Hmm.
I also want to see if Mike Paddock. Actually, all these guys are potential outfielders here. 50,
Right. Yeah.
55, 50, 50. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Justin Fasciani.
Hmm.
Cake is a lie. No outfield.
Cake is a lie.
50, 55. Jared Lentz.
Hmm.
Cake is a lie. No outfield. Corey Dooley was average. Thank you, Nerdarchy. There were a couple of I think 3.5 stars in that pool, so I was a little worried in hindsight that maybe it was too good. But thank you for checking. Mike Paddock, 50-55. Cake is a lie, third base only.
Watch my guy be the only one who has cake is a lie.
All right, let's delete these other guys.
Yeah,
Daniel
my guy's gonna be the only one.
60, by far the best outfield rating, 60-55.
Yes.
Cake is a lie. He does play all the infield spots, but the cake is a lie.
Thank goodness his cake is a lie. He does back up second base, but you're going to hit that anyways. One of them's going to back up.
You don't want to spike a backup center fielder, right? Or maybe a starting center fielder, given your other center
fielders. Right. Because they're at the bench level. I don't need an average level second center fielder.
All right. Yeah. So David, so your two third basemen. That second third baseman is definitely a good dead ball player there.
Yes.
Next up are two left fielders.
Mm-hmm.
Average age, average level. But that thing you notice about the fielding, I didn't think about how it would be with fielding, but in general, that's why all the creator roster players are average age, because I didn't want to have to deal with
Low fielding.
the different things
Yeah.
that happen as like players are too young or too old.
Right, right.
All right, average left fielders.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we got
It's a pretty
here?
decent batch here.
Yeah. Mm. Okay, this is a slightly tough choice, but it's good old Max Cross.
Max Cross, yeah, pretty flat, pretty
Mm-hmm.
flat.
Mm-hmm.
I might have been more of a Craig Robinson guy, but Craig Robinson also makes you eat more power too. So I kind of like
Right,
Max Cross.
right.
Yeah, does play a little first base.
Mm-hmm.
You've created 1,000 tiles and never went to player type.
Yeah, like the amateur
Oh,
slash
right, right,
default
right.
slash, yeah.
Yeah. So this is your first left fielder, right? So you need to do another one.
Yes, this is my first left fielder.
Okay.
Right.
So here's the second left fielder. Again, I think pretty good low ball pool here.
Yeah. Okay. It's John Lombardi.
John Lombardi, yeah,
I don't love that they'll platoon them, but they're both pretty similar. So
yeah. I think I'm more of a Jorge Munoz guy there, but I can go with Lombardi too.
I just wanted the Lombardi trophy.
All right, now you're solo right fielder. Now these other guys play left and right, so it's not like he'll be the only one playing right field, but he's the only one you're
Right.
creating as a right fielder.
Right.
Average age, average level, 5 of these. Okay.
Okay.
Again, I think there are good low ball choices. Again, though, I don't think there's an instant pick here. I think they're
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
there's several worth considering.
Mm-hmm.
Senor Dirtbag, what kind of save are you running? Did you start in 2026?
Okay, I know my pick.
All right.
Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda. Yeah, I like that his defense might get him a start with this relatively weak bat. I like that defense here. This is where the high defense I think can come in handy.
Right. Plays the corners.
Yep. Yep. And then last pick is your only first baseman.
Yes.
So let's see what the game gives you here. First base, average age, average level, 5 of these. Oh, in perfect team. I see. Okay.
Okay. A little unfortunate.
Yeah, they're not super nerfed, but for first baseman, they're not bad. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they're not horrible for first base.
I mean, you have a
Definitely.
reroll. I don't know if you want to use that or not, but
Yeah, I'm definitely not taking the switch hitting 80K 70 Babbitt guy. Um, it's Tyler Helly.
all right. Yeah, I think of the bats, I like his bat the best for low ball. Yeah, first base only.
Okay.
All right, that finishes out the average round. Let's go take a look at what's coming up at the bench level. You've got your
Yeah.
first starting pitcher, and then I like this round: two shortstops, two center fielders. This is a fun one.
Yes, that's a fun round. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add Tyler Helly to your team.
I'll be honest. I like two shortstops, two center fielders at the scrub level.
Yeah.
But I think I like four starting pitchers at the scrub level more. I think it's more fun.
Yeah, those pitchers, man, the
They're really, really,
double
really bad
digit
at the scrub level.
ERAs.
Yeah, yeah, they're really bad at the scrub level. Yeah.
All right, starting pitcher, average age, bench level. It is interesting. As bad as these bench starting pitchers look, they do perform significantly better than the scrub levels.
Yeah, they're not horrible yet, Lisa, but they were average level, so it's not too unexpected.
LLB says it's just me or the options, at least the last few only ones I've seen, not very horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I think FlyingWV did consider using the reroll on a couple,
yeah,
but
yeah. I've considered
yeah,
it. Yeah,
they weren't great low ball pools.
yeah. Right.
Um, Pitching.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, the scary thing is these profiles have done well before, but I'm going with Danny Ortiz.
Danny Ortiz. Yeah, going with the high stam, trying to keep the bullpen out
Yeah,
of the game.
yeah,
Possibly the best profile, though.
yeah. McKee would have been nice for my old strategy, but
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I thought Brown would have been perfect for your old strategy with a 35 control, 45 stam.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have been.
All right. I mean, when you look at him in isolation, he does look bad, but he's,
Yeah, right.
we're used to seeing those scrub level starting pitchers.
Yes, they're going to have red.
All right, let's get
I
him.
hope. I hope.
This is the first bench
Mhm.
level.
I hope, right. Yes, I hope that the scrubs have red.
All right. Next up are your two shortstops. This will be fun.
Yes. Yes. And
Bench
I,
level.
I think bench level's low enough to get it bad.
No,
Uh,
for sure, for sure.
yeah, bad
They're
picks.
just
Yeah.
not to be comically bad like the scrub level guys are.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to be horrible. Okay. Oh, wow. It's Justin
Yeah,
Williams.
he was an instant pick for me, especially with that decent defense. He might
Yes.
start with this noodle bat.
Right.
That's really
Yeah,
nice.
he might start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice noodle bat here for your
Yes.
infield. And like I said, with that defense, he might get a starting nod. We'll have to see. You
Yep.
got the other one coming right up next, so
Right.
we'll
Right.
get to see what the computer's going to be choosing between.
Mhm. Oh, wow.
Whoa. LLB, this is a good low ball uh, group, especially even for the bench level. This is a good low ball group.
Oh, 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 jeez. It is Donatella Fortini.
Yeah, he's gonna start with this glove and this terrible bat. This
That,
terrible bat is going to be starting at
right,
shortstop.
right.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Yeah, he's fun. Donatella, Donatello.
What a pick! What a low ball player here.
Yes, yeah, he's nice.
He's almost a bench scrub level guy at bench.
He is almost a scrub
Yeah.
level guy. Yeah, he is almost a scrub level guy.
All right, two center fielders now. I think you might have gotten a little spoiled by those last two, so
Right,
don't be surprised if it comes back to earth a little bit here.
right, right. Yes, that was a very nice pick.
All right, there's still some low ball quality here.
There is. It's not Yanez.
No, it's not Yanez for sure.
You know who it is, though? I think. Well, no, I got to think about this closer, actually. I almost said Sean West, but maybe
That nerd said, "So sad." Went back. That was actually a star level, so redo.
not. um, it's Sergio Zamora.
Yeah, for me, this was. I thought this was an instant pick here.
Yeah, yeah, it's Sergio
Noodle
Zamora.
bat, good glove. Again,
Right,
setting
right,
up, setting the table here for the second center fielder.
right.
Now, as a pool, that wasn't as a good of a low ball pool as the shortstops ones
Right,
were, but I think
right.
as a
There was a
player,
pick.
I
Yeah,
think
there
as a
was a pick.
player, he was good.
Yeah, there
All
was a
right.
pick.
So keep Zamora in your mind here. So you go the second center fielder pool.
Oh, oh, are you kidding me? The problem is he won't start.
Yeah, but
But
that
it's
means Zamora's going to start, which is fine.
yeah.
Like, that's
But
fine.
Jose
Jose
Trevino.
Trevino, amazing low ball player here. This guy, unbelievable. No, so like when you pick players by this is why people pick players by pairs at the same level, so that
Yes.
they're like both hopefully equally bad. But
Yes.
you you want the weaker bat to have the better glove in the hope that the computer will start the glove and then you're stuck with the bat.
Now I will say this strategy has backfired on me before taking two shortstops and center fielders at the lower level because sometimes they start a player that was picked at a higher level that is not a shortstop or a center
Yeah,
fielder.
their secondary position will then start over the center fielder
Right.
or
Right. So,
shortstop. Yeah.
so sometimes the pick is wasted. Sometimes.
But if you look at just the two center fielders in isolation, just the two shortstops in isolation, no matter what, I think he's going to have a good low ball player starting,
Yes.
unless there's a secondary position at a higher level.
And
That's
I
the
will say
danger.
there's one good thing about this generation so far, right? I think it paid off taking the bats at the bench level and the starting pitchers at the scrub level.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so speaking of scrub level, 4 picks, 4 starting pitchers, so pretty easy.
Yes, yes. The
Yeah,
fun
and the
begins.
picking in pairs at the same level, that's a Barry Basher innovation that
Yes.
has really stuck as a
Yeah.
meta approach.
Yeah.
Ripley the Oriole, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. There is a form pinned to the chat if you want to try to win perfect team packs by guessing how this low ball team does for Flying WV. We're trying to create the worst team possible here. So, Ripley, did I see, were you starting a new save? I saw you're doing the Rockies. New save, new rebuild. Harder
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah. He's going with the low ball. Rockies.
Yeah, the Rockies are undefeated in low. No, no, they have been defeated, but they are a very good low ball team in
I remember
OOTP 27.
one season the Rockies won 35 games. I'm just saying.
Yes,
I
that is
remember
true. The
that.
2025
I,
Rockies won 35 games in a
I
low ball
remember that.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
75 and
Lee's,
87. That's pretty good.
oh, well,
Well, you're about
unheard
to
of.
see some Rockies quality starting pitchers getting created here because they're going to be all scrub level starting pitchers. Average age, scrub level, 5 of these. All right, let's see. Let me get these up here, and then I'll get caught up on the chat from Ripley. Want to hear how
Yeah.
Ripley's season went? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? These guys are amazing low ball pitchers.
Ooh, and I see my pick already, but I'm going to
Ripley
at
says
least.
solid waiver wire pickups led to a middling rotation. Yeah, so you didn't have anyone like these guys.
No, you did not. Lisa, to answer your question, yes. The strategic thing is to pick certain positions at certain levels. Like first baseman, you want to take low because they generate with a lot of power. Some positions have a lot of defense, so you got to be careful where you pick them.
Yeah, and
But
when someone plays, I send them the entire. I send them this a screenshot of this, so you can see like what all the winning teams have chosen too,
right, right,
to give you an idea of what's worked and what hasn't worked.
yes, and you learn over time. You
Yeah,
just get used to it. Yeah, you just get used to it. I already know my pick.
I mean this is a friggin' gift.
You know my pick, and it's the shortstop, Alex
It's got to
Rodriguez.
be A Rod. Look at this:
Yeah,
25 home run suppression, 25 control, and maximum stamina. Stamina.
right.
He is pitching
Yeah,
batting practice in the game. Oh yeah,
good old
Ripley.
A-Rod.
You have an open invitation. Anytime we can make it work. If you want to play regular creator roster or low ball, would be honored to have you on here to play.
Yes, that'd be fun to watch as Ripley go go
Yeah,
through this. I think
because
he would do really well.
Ripley is also very knowledgeable about the base game, so it'd be great to
Yes.
see how Ripley goes through choices here.
Now, I
But
think Ripley might have a hard time doing a low ball because he doesn't typically try to lose.
that's true. That is true. It's also hard to announce low ball because like everything's backwards.
You're right,
All right.
Lisa. First basemen typically are power bats. That is true. That is why OOTP generates them with a lot of power.
This is one of the best low ball starting pitchers we've ever seen.
Oh yeah, and it's like A-Rod is going on the mound.
Yeah. All right, let's do another starting pitcher. Average age, scrub level. Oh wow, this is
Oh
insane low ball luck here so far.
yes,
The only thing I would say is the staminas aren't
aren't doing what I want.
cooperating like they did in the last round. But
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this. Do I break my strategy?
I
Because
mean,
the
I
obvious
don't
pick is
know.
Chris Albrecht.
I mean, I don't know. I think
Yeah, the obvious pick is Chris Albrecht.
sometimes I think you got to abandon the strategy when you're presented
Yes,
with a gift.
It's Chris
Chris
Albrecht. Yeah,
Albrecht is actually worse than the last guy that we were.
right, right, right.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, he doesn't fit my strategy, but he is the worst.
Yeah, I think with that, and you've done this pretty well with your pitcher fatigue approach, where you know when to
Right.
depart from the strategy when you have to. Prowler.
Yes.
Okay, whose nickname in baseball references the Prowler? That is just a creepy nickname to have. Okay, it is not in BREF, so thankfully there is no Prowler.
Thankfully, there's no Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris
All
Albrecht.
right,
Yeah.
Chris Albrecht. Man,
Oh,
two just stunningly bad low ball. Oh, the last guy was Scrub. I think I mislabeled him, so we'll have to go back and fix that.
yeah. Yeah. He'll be an obvious scrub when you
I
look
hope
at
I
him.
can pick him out.
Right.
I hope I can
Right.
pick him out of the roster.
It might be
All right,
tough, but
let's go see if I can find this starting pitcher. Let's see. Who could it be? Who could it be? Oh, this terrible guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Poor good old A-Rod.
You know what? In the roster view, he is definitely this current Albrecht is definitely even worse than
Then A-Rod. Yeah.
it's clear when you look here. Like it's the 30
Yes.
raw movement versus the 25.
Right.
Okay, so that's 2 out of 4 at this level.
I
I
wonder if I
mean,
can get an ERA over
you
12.
can't keep getting this lucky, can you?
No, right,
I'm trying to reverse jinx you into getting another one of these terrible guys.
right. I think maybe RNG wants me to be safe from Grizzly tomorrow.
Ripley says, interesting that first base and third base are bad to take at good players for low ball. You think they'd do a good player since they're not likely to accumulate much WAR because, yeah, it's WAR, like they're doing that to kind of account for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
quality in the league. But this is just like we're just going for the pure worst, and first base and third baseman usually just generate too good at the higher levels.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, 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 well.
But yeah, you're right, Ripley. The meta is to go pretty bad at the shortstop center field positions, for example, where you get the noodle bats and no gloves.
This one's actually kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean they're all. I mean, as a group, this is a great low ball pool.
Oh
But
yeah, they're all bad.
to select the worst one is actually kind of tough here.
So the choice is: do I want low
But they
control
are
or
fitting your
do I want?
strategy. You have 3 high stamina guys here
Oh,
to fit
oh
your
yeah,
strategy.
it's either Guzman or it's Padilla. I just have to decide: do I want low control or do I want low home run suppression? That's the trick. Low control, low home run suppression. And you know what? We're going to give up bombs. Let's go with John Padilla.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that approach. Because also the lower controls can get them out of the game sooner, and your whole idea is to try
Right.
to keep them in the
Keep him
game
longer.
longer, right? So
Keep him
yeah,
longer. Right. Right. So he can give up bombs longer. Yeah.
and he's a lefty, so he'll face more righties. I like that too. All right, is that one more or is that the last one? I think it's one more,
One.
right?
One more. Yeah. One more.
Let me make
Let's
sure
see
I
if I can
labeled everybody. Oh
stay
wait,
lucky.
David Nino. Third baseman were
Third baseman was
average level.
average. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one I think that didn't get labeled right.
Yes.
Average. Okay, so one more. Wait, was it one more? It is one more, right?
It is one more starting pitcher.
Yeah, one more starting pitcher. Scrub level starting
Let's
pitcher.
see if I can stay lucky.
You still have a reroll too, right?
I do have a reroll, so
Yeah.
if I don't get lucky, I can always use it. Yeah. And now I know what's possible. So
All right, let's see what we get.
right.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, this is tough. But you know what? We're gonna reroll.
Yeah, I was gonna say this might be the one time you use the scrub level
Right.
reroll.
Right.
Amazing. All right.
Right.
Partly because the staminas they're not what you want here, and
Right. Yeah.
the home run suppressions aren't terrible either. So
Right. Right.
I'm in favor of the reroll here. I
Yeah.
agree with this decision.
I hate to say it, but these guys were a little too good.
All right,
It's
let's
all
get
it's all
these.
relative, but
It
you
is
know.
all relative. It's true. It's true. Okay, you got better staminas at least.
Better staminas. Um, mm, well, okay.
It looks like some of the better staminas are attached to better pitchers, though.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Pick out the worst pitcher of this group. Okay, this is scary, and he's gonna be. Yeah, this is scary. But I guess I'm going to go with Devin Conlon.
I don't hate this pick given your strategy.
Right.
I think
It's
he's
not the
bad
best.
enough that you want him in
Yeah.
there for as many innings as possible.
Yeah.
I think it'll
Yeah.
work with what you're trying to do.
Right.
Yeah.
He is obviously my number 2 starter, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's do you want to do pitching staff, lineups, or strategy first?
Let's look at pitching staff.
Okay. Yeah, we just saw them, so it'd be nice to kind of
Yeah.
while they're still kind of fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
All right, so we think We think Holland's going to be the number 2 behind the bench level starter.
I think so.
Yep, you called it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Rodriguez, Padilla, Albrecht. Let's see what Albrecht.
What rotation
No.
would you like? Yeah, Albrecht is in the 5 spot.
Padilla,
He's clearly
Rodriguez.
your worst pitcher.
He is clearly my worst pitcher, which means he needs to start as many times as he can. So strict
A-Rod, though,
order.
in the 3 spot. That's kind of nice. I thought he'd be in the 4 spot, but he's in the 3
Right.
spot.
Yeah. Strict order.
Okay, I think that's a good call. Strict order. All right, batting or strategy?
Batting.
Batting. All right. Let's look at positional coverage first. You do have 3 first. You did get a second baseman.
I did. Yeah, it was
Nino. Yeah,
that
Nino
third
has
baseman got
second
it.
base.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that third baseman got it. Yeah.
But you only have 2 center fielders, so it is going to be between Trevino and Zamora, which is going to be amazing.
Right. Both of them had noodle
Okay,
bats, if I remember. Yeah.
let's compare these two. One of these two is going to be starting in center field.
Right.
One of these. Look at these 40s. Oh man. Okay. Hopefully
The
Trevino
worst.
has a better glove because I want Trevino's bat in there.
He does. He does.
He
He's got the
does
better
have
glove.
better error and arm,
Right.
but his overall center field rating is a 35. I think it's the computer's going to go with Zamora. I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, but look at this bat. Oh my goodness.
I hope that he's the guy. They're
What
both
would happen
bad.
if you did strict order? So LOB asking, what would happen if you did strict order and said allow starting pitchers in relief? Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I don't allow starting pitchers in relief.
Yeah,
in
because
low ball.
that would
But
game the system.
But
Yeah,
sometimes what happens though, LOB, is the relief pitchers are so good that if you have one with high stamina, the computer will put one in the rotation. And then when that happens,
Yes.
I let you replace the starting pitcher back into the rotation,
So you can
usually
get
in
your
the
worst
number 1
pitcher.
spot. So your
Yeah, you
worst
get your
starting
worst
pitcher
Yeah,
goes in the 1 spot.
first.
The
Yes.
risk there, though, is you're taking a high stamina relief pitcher. If the computer doesn't do that, then you're stuck with a really good relief pitcher that can throw lots of innings. So
Right.
it's kind of it can
It's a
backfire.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's a
Yeah.
double-edged sword. Yeah.
So I like
Okay.
this that one of those 2 guys is going to be starting in center field. Let's keep it. And then
Yes.
also your 2 shortstops. Unfortunately, there's a lot of backups here. So, but this is why good defense matters. LLB, the two the two created shortstops have bad bats, and they are clearly the best defenders by far, right? Because the other players that can play shortstop are 35, 25, 35. So the hope is that the computer will start one of the created shortstops because their defense is a lot better. So we're looking for Fortini or Williams to be playing shortstop.
If I was that bench coach, I'd start Trevino.
All right, let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Shortstop. Oh, they put Nino, the third baseman, at shortstop. That means your second baseman will be Wallace, right?
Yeah.
But that means your 2 shortstops are benched.
Yeah, that's the risk you run.
But to be fair, that means you have a 35 at shortstop.
Right.
So
yeah, his bat's a little better, but his defense is bad.
Yeah.
So,
but you did get the center fielder. Zamora is starting in center field. This is 50, 45, 40, 45. That's a pretty weak bat, and he's leading off. So you've got a pretty low on base percentage guy leading off.
Right.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Art Laborde is your cleanup hitter both ways. It's your catcher. You had to go good somewhere, and you went catcher. Mm-hmm. So 60 power. That's why he's hitting cleanup probably. Wallace, your second baseman, also has 60 power. He's batting third. So.
Yeah, they'll score some runs, but I hope my pitching gives up a lot of runs.
Yeah. I mean, those starters will for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then for strategy, which do you want to run? So Tactician has the slowest hook for starters.
It's Tactician.
So here's what Tactician looks like. Gonna go with this one.
Yeah, it's
I
tactical.
like this too because not only does it keep your starters in longer, it also wastes some outs on bunts and stuff. So
Uh huh.
I kind of like this for low ball.
And it steals some. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone's seen the team now and the strategy.
yeah, yes,
How do you
yes.
feeling about this squad?
I think it's going to be good. Is it
Yeah.
good enough to take first place on the leaderboard? I don't know,
As far as
but I,
like coming out of player creation, this is I think one of the stronger teams, at least on
yeah,
paper. So
I think it can go anywhere from low 50s to high 50s.
yeah, I'd say that's a
So
pretty fair assessment. Yeah.
so we'll see. It
Yeah.
just depends on my luck because usually the prediction says I'm going to do really good,
Right.
and then I overshoot it by 10, 15 wins. That's just my luck. So we'll see.
Well, thank you as always for the tier 3 sub, and
Yep.
which gets you 2 games per month. But I think this one was a channel point game, right? Because you had already
Yes.
used
Yes. I
used your
redeemed
two
one.
for the month. So
I,
yeah,
I
this is
redeemed one last week. Yeah.
yeah, this one was a channel point one. And thanks for
Yes.
being in the voice chat. Always fun to chat with you, but also always fun to hear all of our players make their decisions because I think it makes it way more interesting to hear you think about who you're picking and why. So
Yes. Yes. But
all
I
right, I
shall
will
see
see
you on the
you in
other
the regular
side.
chat. Yep.
Yep. See you on the other side.
All right, always fun having our players in the chat. So I don't know if Ripley's still here, but these are the in blue are the choices that FlyingWV made for today. The ones in green are the ones that are tied for first place with only 54 wins. The ones in orange are the roster files that led to 57 wins, tied for second place. I can go ahead and screenshot this too and send it to Ripley. That's cool that he's interested in playing, and I like already he's like thinking through the strategies, right, which is cool to see. All right, so here's what we've got. Um, let's see how the pack giveaway is coming here. All right, yeah, we've already got some entries coming in. Nerd of Anarchy submitting a little, I think, late compared to usual. T Davis got in really early on this one. Yeah, so Senor, to avoid confusion, I often end up using the phrase "good for lowball" because otherwise it gets confusing. If I say, "Oh, this player's good," does it mean they're good, in which case they're bad, or does it mean they're good because they're bad? So I usually end up saying like "good for lowball" to help clear that up. All right, so let's see. Where are we relative to the ad break? Because I like to push ads, go refill my water, and give people time to fill out their forms. Oh, perfect. Ads start in 2 minutes. We're going to start them now. We're going to do 3 minutes. Should push ads back for a while. It looks like they've changed their formula, so it doesn't push them back as much as I would like to, or they used to in the past. But after this 3 minute break, might be a little longer depending on how long it takes me to get everything done. But that'll just give you more time to fill out the form. So good luck, everybody. Okay, I don't know why in the last few streams when I do the 3 minute ad break, it only gave us like 30 minutes of buffer till the next ads. Usually it gives us over an hour, and this time it did give us an hour. So maybe they're maybe the Twitch is like um, testing out different amounts of how far it pushes back the ads, but it's weird. It's back more to what I consider normal though, so that's good. Oh, that means no one can choose to take over the Rockies for their lowball team. So if IW is taking the Orioles, he did not have the option of taking over the Rockies because they are by far the worst team in the majors in 2025. And so if we didn't allow that, everyone would take over that team to avoid having to compete against the Rockies for the worst record in the majors. Um, in 26, in OOTP27, it was a little bit easier because in the 2024 season, the White Sox and the Rockies were both about equally bad. So some people would take over the White Sox, they'd have to compete against the Rockies. Some people would take the Rockies because they had to compete against the White Sox. And then a few people did try out other teams, which I appreciated. But that rule, I think, has made lowball a lot more interesting this cycle because there are a lot more teams in the consideration set. So already this cycle we've had people run uh, Orioles, White Sox, Angels, Nationals, Cardinals, Red Sox, 6 different teams. I don't think we had that many across the entire cycle last year. So it's been really good for the game, I think. All right, let's take a look at the pack giveaway forms. Yeah, it was all White Sox or Rockies pretty much. All right, if anyone's still working on their form, please let me know. Okay, LLB is working on her form. We'll keep it open. Oh, I can save and do the quick start too. So I'm pretty sure I did a save already, but I did not do the quick start save, so we'll do that right now. And it is Lowball 27, FlyingWV number 8. So we'll save that. And then we'll also go ahead and sim to opening day to get the preseason predictions up. I mean, not up on the screen, but it is generating preseason predictions here. Oh, you know what we'll do? Let's do this. Let's also, now that everything's saved, let's go and peek. We'll take a peek at that. Oh, look, I won some packs from Quicks. That's good. We are still in live speed run. That's great because this team, I'm trying to just barely get them into live for PTCS number 3. Okay, we're in the semifinal. We're down 1-2, but we were down 0-1 in the quarterfinal. We came back to win. Let's see what happened in the quarterfinal. Is there anyway? Yeah, let me put the batters up in a second. Let's see. We lost game 1. Oh, look at this. We're down 1-3, and we came back and won 3 in a row. The almost reverse sweep to make it into the semifinal, and then we lost game 1 of the semifinal. That's cool. All right, let's go back so LLB can see the batters. Yeah, so I highly recommend. This is what Nerd of Anarchy does: is screenshotting the batters and pitcher views during the player creation here. So here are the batters. And let me also get the spreadsheet of the guesses ready to go. Got a hot couple columns here. Let's see what it's going to look like on the screen. I like how FlyingWV already entered with his dead ball. His dead ball save player name, Elmer Calgill, which I think is an amazing dead ball name. I mean, it's no Pickles Dillhofer, but it's pretty good. There's good old Pickles. Pickles Dillhofer, man, I can't believe it. Baseball player name, still undefeated. Nerd of Anarchy says, sadly, I only did the batters and missed the pitchers, and the third 80 stuff guy would have added two spots better on your guess. Whoa, Speckle, I didn't realize you were out of power for 24 hours. Did you have storms or something? Mod Speckle in the chat. And also, did you lose power while your mother was visiting? That'd be really unfortunate to lose power when you have company. I have no idea what Nerd of Anarchy's message means. Speckle, well, if you're just getting here, you might have missed this. We found an actual baseball player whose name is Pickles Dillhofer. Amazing name. Amazing name. You know, tonight we're going to run into the same problem we had last night, which is who we're going to raid into. There's no There's no live midnight sumo. There's no Ophi. Chugi is not doing Wario. Baffle's on, but I think usually he's done by the time we raid out. Yeah, so the amateur sumo though tends to end before we go on or finish. So that's a bummer. But I encourage people to watch it. Yeah, so actually, FlyingWV brings up a good point though. Between Grand Sumo tournaments, Midnight Sumo shows lots of amateur tournaments, college, high school. I've even seen middle school, and then some women's sumo events too. So definitely don't sleep on Midnight Sumo, just because it's not a grand tournament. There will be live sumo. It just won't be the grand tournament. So shout out Midnight Sumo. Definitely follow them, and if you see them live, if it's not a replay, definitely check it out. Oh, it's the movie Joey from Friends made. Wait, I thought that movie was called Ed. Wasn't that called Ed? Am I thinking the wrong movie? I thought the baseball chip movie was Ed. It is Ed. The picture's even of the chimp jumping up to give him a high five. I don't think this is the first time I think I've ever heard of Lancelot Link's secret chimp. Yeah, I have to look up see what that is. Yeah, I've never seen the show before. Lancelot Link Secret Chimp. Oh, it's from 1970. It actually looks kind of amazing. Spoof on James Bond movies with chimps. I think that has to be an Ezra seventh inning stretch sometime. All right, let's peek in on the pack giveaway here. Still no LLB. Anyone else in chat also still working? Let me know, please, because I don't want to close the forum on you. But as of right now, I'm planning to close it once LLB gets picks in. So if you are also working, you might get the forum closed on you unless you let me know you're also working on it. The more I look at this team, the more I like the bats on this team for low ball. In some ways, I think like there's no high contact, there's no high power. But then in other ways, I'm like, but everyone's flat and potentially good. So I keep going back and forth on how bad this offense will be. It's really hard to tell. I do agree, Flutter. It is one of your better RNG roster generations, I think. And I think you made consistently good decisions throughout, too. So, I mean, not to just put it on RNG, I thought the places where there were tough decisions, I thought I agreed with your decisions, I think, across the board tonight. And even when like I would have picked a different player, I'm like I think they were both like equivalently good low ball picks. So okay, Lisa is in. Oh no, why is it sad Lisa? Why is it sad Lisa tonight? Let's see. Let's go to the forms. Let's check out the guesses. We're gonna go with the kind of aggregated view here of the guesses. Oh, I haven't closed the form. It's like, why does it still look so weird? Because I hadn't closed the form. You're gonna go with the random guesses. You just couldn't bring yourself to do random guesses. Well, I'm sorry you're feeling sad today. Hopefully, this simulation might help raise your spirits a little bit. All right, here we go. There are 6 of you participating tonight. Appreciate all the participation. All right, let's see. Only one of you thinks they will be worse in the majors. It is tough with the Rockies looming over there. But we have had Rockies make runs in the 50s as well. They have been in the 30s, but they've also been in the 50s, so it is possible to dethrone them. Almost all of you think they will at least be the worst in the AL. The competition there is usually the Angels and the White Sox. Wow, one of you thinks they will not be last in the division. That's interesting. Everyone thinks they'll make the playoffs, and everyone thinks, no one thinks they'll make the playoffs. No one thinks they'll win the division. So it'll probably come down to the win total tonight. All right, so quick save is saved. Let's go to preseason predictions. So we go to MLB, pull them into reports and info, preseason predictions. 60 wins. That is within RNG range of 57 for sure. Maybe within RNG range of the 54. I'm surprised that this coming in at 60 because usually FlyingWV teams come in with a much lower win projection, and then the team outperforms that. 6.16 ERA is very nice. 1,000 runs scored, runs allowed, 900 walks allowed, which is awesome. 769 runs scored. I think the runs scored is a bit high. The runs against looks really good for low ball. I think 10. No, I think 1057 is okay. Uh, let me see. Let me pull up the leaderboard. Yeah, but the time you gave up 1200, you didn't have anywhere near the bad offense. So I don't think we can look at the bad performances in isolation. But yeah, 1,000 is definitely on the higher end, especially among the teams that didn't score over 800 runs. Because all the teams that gave up over 1,000 runs, or over 1,200 runs, there were two. They scored over 800 runs, almost 900 runs. So it is a little apples to oranges if you try to compare across the two. But this looks like a pretty decent. It really depends on how the run differential plays out into wins and losses. So I think it's going to be pretty RNG dependent because these numbers are kind of on the borderline of both high runs against and low run scored. So we'll see. Hopefully, no players in the top 10 of either thing. Yep, we're safe there. Let's see what the Rockies are projected to do. 63 wins. So, possible. All right, let's go to opening day. Our opening day, which would be the 27th. Playing the Blue Jays. Yeah, LOB. I think the more you watch, the more like some of the fundamental things will sink in a bit. But yeah, I think the tough thing here is there's no obvious stinkers in here other than the Orioles, which is why FlyingWV I think took over the Orioles. The big competitors for low ball in the AL are in the other divisions, the White Sox and the Angels. All right, so the Cubs and the Dodgers. The Cubs swept the Dodgers in the Tokyo series. The Cubs are the Dodgers of OOTP27. In 2025, they sim incredibly well the way the Dodgers simmed incredibly well in 2024 in OOTP26. That's right, though, LB. The big competition is usually the second place packs anyway, so. Let's go to the scores view and hide scores. And let's watch this game. Danny Ortiz versus Gaussman. And again, this is going to be by far the best pitcher on the staff. It's the only bench level starting pitcher. Actually, I wonder when we do low ball, I wonder if we should just start with game 2. Like watch highlights of game 2. Because that's going to be the first scrub level pitcher. But here we are in the bottom of the first. The low ball team was held scoreless and hitless in the top of the first. And look at this. Finally, you were held scoreless and hitless in the first inning, and you've already made an error. So it's second and third with one out for Vlad Jr. Fly ball to deep left center field, and that is gone. 3-run shot, partly enabled by the error. As you go to the top of the third, the low ball team is up with runners on first and third with one out. Double play here would be really nice. Flip to short, over to first. Double play, keeps them scoreless. Nicely done. Top of the fourth, runner on first for Michael Wallace. Good level second baseman. He is one of the best bats here. That big bounce means an infield hit. We learned that from Ezra Denny, and it does, again, prove to be true. First and second for Art Laborde. Still no outs. 0-2 count. Pop up. Is the runner going to try to advance to third? He is not. So that's a free out. Runners do not advance. 1-2 count for Lombardi. Big strikeout there as now we have one out to go. And they got out of the jam. Bottom of the fifth. Already up another run, 4-1, 4-0, and still threatening. Runners on second and third with a 2-2 count for Nathan Lucas. Lucas hits one to deep left center field. Does it have the distance? It does. It's gone. Another 3-run shot. It is 10-1 in the bottom of the sixth. Toronto looking to pour it on with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the full count to Mets legend Bo Bichette. Line drive in a right field. That's going to score multiple. It goes all the way to the wall. It might clear the bases. Bichette. It's a 2-run single, so it'll be first and third. I can't believe he didn't get extra bases out of that. Wow. It is 12-7. Toronto up again, bottom of the seventh. Full count to Springer. Fly ball to left center field. That looks like it's got the distance and it's gone. 13-2. Top of the ninth. 2 outs. Mercifully, that's usually the sign that the AI is surrendering. Zamora, weak hitting center fielder, goes down looking. That's a good way to start the low ball season by losing 13-2. 6 in the bottom of the fifth. All right, so let's sim out. March is pretty short, so we'll do March and April before we take a deeper look here. 0-4 to start the season. 1-4 to start the season. Fortunately, the team got hot in the middle of the month there. 12-19 through April. Albrecht. Oh, well, that's everyone's got 0 shutouts. Why is because it's alphabetical order. Albrecht is on there only because of alphabetical order, so don't worry about that. 12-19. Look at this. Already 4 wins ahead of the Rockies, who are playing 267 ball. Now, it's very early, but 387 is a 63 win pace. So starting out a little hot. Now, it started off really cold, 1-4. But I think picked up a few wins here in the middle of the month. So let's see if we can avoid that from happening again the next month. All right, we're going to sit in the month of May. This team keeps hovering around 400. It seemed like a much worse team on paper. 397 ball, 23 wins. Already 9 wins ahead of the Rockies. 2 wins ahead of the Angels, but otherwise pretty competitive for bottom of the majors other than the Rockies. The Rockies just too bad for everybody. All right, we'll do the month of June. We've gone to rebuilding mode. Didn't happen in May like the other day. Waited till June this time. We'll finish the month of June here. Still playing 400 ball. This team does seem to have found its level. This level is around 400 ball, it seems like. It's been pretty consistently around there most of the season. 34 wins, 5 wins ahead of the Angels. A whopping 14 wins ahead of the Rockies already. The Rockies are playing 238 ball. That is on a pace for 39 wins. You know, sometimes they win 56, 58. Not this one. This one, they are really tanking. All right, let's go to the All-Star break. Again, sticking around that 400 mark. 17 wins ahead of the Rockies. All right, let's one more game to get to the All-Star break, and let's see what the All-Star voting look like. Wallace, second in voting at second base. I mean, you got to take good bats somewhere. It is hard to avoid good hitters. He is second here. 9 home runs, 291 average. Not huge. So, if I'm playing low ball, I'm pretty happy with this from a good level player. You got to take good bats somewhere, and that's not a huge, outstanding season. So, all right, that's pretty clean otherwise. Bobby Wilmoth is showing up in the reliever list. Gaiman has 19 saves and a 1.42 ERA. Look at these ERAs in the bullpen: 1.42, 1.29, 1.99, and 1.11. Wilmoth is the one with a 1.11 ERA. Yeah, these are better than expected for sure. Starting pitcher is doing a pretty good job though. 1-11 for Padilla, 3-12 for Albrecht. Conlon didn't get the message though. Conlon's 6-9, despite a 6.19 ERA. All right, let's see who was actually selected for the All-Star game. Well, they didn't pick any of the pitchers, so we avoided Wilmoth. So Wallace was selected. He was second voting at second base. That's it, just one All-Star, I think. Let me take another look. Yeah, just one All-Star. Nicely done. We get FlyingWV on the leaderboard here. Okay. Home run challenge. Hopefully you don't have anyone on here. Nope. Soto, Judge, Suarez, and Kurtz advance. Soto and Suarez. And Soto takes it. Nice. All right, the All-Star game itself. 8-3 win by the AL. Wallace came in late in the game, went 0 for 1. Good low ball appearance. All right, let's finish out the month of July. Yeah, now I'm having a hard time even cracking 400, going under 400. Before it was bouncing around between like 380 and 410. Now it's like pretty stubbornly above 400. 5 wins ahead of the Angels, 16 wins ahead of the Rockies. But this 44 wins would have been second worst in the NL, just trailing the Rockies. Also second worst in the AL, unfortunately, trailing the Angels. All right, let's do the month of August. All right, we're under 400 now. Can we stay there? "51 wins is now still 4 wins ahead of the Angels. Angels are stubbornly staying terrible. And 14 wins ahead of the Rockies. Rockies win percentage has come up a little bit to 270. All right, there's a race for warts in the AL, so we're going to go week by week here and see how that plays out. Angels have won 2 games, so they are at 50 wins. Lowball team only 2 wins now ahead of the Angels. The gap to the Rockies has shrunk to 11 wins. I don't think we can make it up, but 11 wins now ahead of the Rockies. Do another week. Ooh, we picked up 2 wins. That's not great. But then lost 3 in a row. Angels have lost one, so still 2 wins ahead of the Angels. The Rockies are now to 42 wins, still 12 wins ahead of the Rockies. So I think we're done competing for worse in the majors, but we can still get worse in the AL. Oh no, LLB did the guessing of the impossible, which has happened. We've seen that a lot actually, where someone will pick them to be worse in the sub league but not worse in the division. It actually happens quite often. Okay, we're down to 368, 365 ball, 50. 1 win ahead of the Angels for worse in the AL. But like this win total last night, the last time we played low ball, would have been in contention because the Rockies I think won 58 games. But this time the Rockies are back to their normal ways and are only winning 45 games right now. All right, we're gonna sim to the end of the season here, end of the regular season. Oh man, one a little too many games. The Angels at 59, Orioles at 61. So 61. Oh, the Angels win to make it 60. By 1 game, the lowball team missed out on being worse than the AL. There is a game 163. Oh no, this is a game 161, a rescheduled game. There are no game 163s, so it is in the books. Let's go and save the regular season, then we'll do the postseason, and then the awards, and then we'll have what we need to do the pack giveaway. Red Sox beat the Blue Jays. They'll face the Yankees. Tigers beat the Rangers to face the Mariners. The Brewers beat the Reds to face the Cubs. And the Phillies beat the Padres. They will face the Dodgers. None of the wildcard series was a sweep. 2-game sweep. All right, the next round, the division series round. Yankees sweep the Red Sox. Mariners sweep the Tigers. So all sweeps on the AL side. Brewers beat the Cubs 3-1, and the Phillies beat the Dodgers 3-2. So it's Phillies, Brewers, Yankees, Mariners. Brewers beat the Phillies 4-2, and the Yankees beat the Mariners 4-2. So it'll be Yankees, Brewers in the World Series. And the Brewers win the World Series 4-1. All right, FlyingWV, your game score was 44, which is not bad. Your win total was 61. Games behind were 43. That's tied for second worst games behind. Congratulations. I'm kind of curious to see what the wins by month were, the win percentages by month were. So 423, 407, very consistent. And then you had this really nice 250 in August. So I wonder what the secret sauce about August was. Let's take a look. Is it just the matchups? You played the A's 3 games. I think the Astros aren't great in this sim. Yeah, I mean, you did face some good teams like the Cubs, the Mariners. But yeah, in general, I think this is a pretty weak month. And so at least you played down to the level of the competition. You did lose the games you're supposed to lose for the most part, so. Alright, let's Let's get ready to do the pack giveaway here. All right, let me switch over to the spreadsheet view. All right, well, this team had the worst record in the majors. They did not. Well, they have the worst record in their sub-league. They did not. So, Noisy Air has already clinched it. By one game, Noisy Air clinches it. Yeah, Noisy Air, they were not worse in the majors. They were not worse in the sub-league by one game. They were worse in the division. But doesn't matter. I've already won it here. So congratulations. Now everyone gets 3 bonus points, so we're just gonna do no bonus points because it's gonna be the same thing, and it's just one less thing to forget and miss. If it had come down to wins, 61 wins. T. Davis would have been the closest with 56. Oh, Lisa had 58. Sorry, Lisa really close to 58. So yeah, if it had come down to wins, Lisa Loves Biology would have had the win there with 58. So good guess in there with Lisa Loves Biology. Okay, so Noisy Air does not need to have their guesses scored. They've already won first place packs. 7 packs headed your way. All right, so games behind. 43 games behind. Second worst total. Nerd of Anarchy is going to get a solo point there with a guess of 42. Very good guess, Nerd of Anarchy. 1 away from the exact. Number of All-Stars, just 1 All-Star. So Elmer, Flash, and T. Davis get points there. So I think one helpful pointer for LLB, only one team so far has had 3 All-Stars. All the rest have been 1 or 2, and most of them have had 1, which is the minimum. The minimum possible because every team is required to have an All-Star representative. Let's see. Gold Glove winners. Oh, we didn't do the postseason awards, did we? I just realized that. All right, let's take a look at the postseason awards. All right, Great Glove Awards. No Orioles, so 0 there. Oh, you've been late to submit? Yeah, I mean, if you're ever in the middle of it, if you've been too late to even get here, then yeah, like, that's unavoidable. But if you're in the middle of it, just let me know and I'll leave it open. Reliever of the Year. Now let's look at the candidates here for Reliever of the Year. Oh, look at a lot of these ERAs stayed down. Prakachi did float up over 3, but closer Andy Gaiman stayed at 1.3. This guy might win Relief Pitcher of the Year. Tony Gonzalez in a setup role, 1.81 ERA. And then Bobby Woolmuth, the All-Star representative, stayed down at a 1.30. 0.93 whip. It actually had more WAR than the closer. So we might have 2 players getting votes, and we might have a win here. Did not get the win, but Bobby Woolmuth came in second. The closer came in 7th. So 2nd place. But yeah, Noisy, I'm glad you had fun with the pack giveaway. I personally really enjoy the 2nd place part because we have a lot more going on here. But so 2nd place. Yeah, I agree with both of you. I thought the starters would be terrible. I mean, the first two he generated were incredibly bad. And I mean, granted, Albrecht went 4-20 with an 8.09, but we're used to seeing ERAs in the tens. And so this is not that. 8.44 and 8.09 is the max. With the two players, the first two scrub starters created, I thought you were gonna have two double-digit ERA guys. It just did not happen that way. Now, part of that is I wonder if the defense is too good, but who knows? You're a cook, so sometimes you get here and you're already in the misses. Yeah, so if you're getting in there, it's too late. But I'm glad you're able to get in today and you're able to win some packs. Yeah, I think this is my favorite part of these streams. Is I mean, the player creation is fun too, but I like scoring the pack giveaways here. As long as I'm not exhausted. When I'm exhausted, I'm kind of like, it's a lot of thinking to do. But in general, it's super fun. So we will not have a perfect award cycle here for FlyingWV like he's done, I think, 3 or 4 times already in OOTP27. He was the only one to do it at all in 26. Um, but these Relief Pitcher of the Year votes will prevent that tonight. All right, next up we've got Platinum Stick Awards. No Platinum Stick Awards. Cy Young and MVP usually pretty easy to avoid. But we did have a Relief Pitcher of the Year candidate, so maybe we might get a Cy Young vote. Rookie of the Year, we don't have anyone eligible, but Cy Young Award. Nope, we avoided Cy Young Award votes, and then MVP. The top OPS is 852, so I think no, that's a bench guy. He only had 100% play difference. Top OPS is Michael Wallace. You know what? It's that good level second baseman, and he wasn't. And you know what? I think you did a great job picking this guy from me. Only 16 home runs and a 273 average. I'll take that all day long from the best hitter on my low ball team. I think the problem is you had a lot of guys here near 100 OPS plus. So these guys probably outperformed a bit, and frankly, the pitchers outperformed a lot. These ERAs are very low for low ball, especially the first two you created were just total stinkers, and they kept their ERAs below 9, which is kind of unbelievable. This is one where if the schedule weren't so full, I would rerun this one for a non-leaderboard attempt to see how much of it was RNG during the season. All right, MVP award. I think we're going to be safe here. Yep, no votes. All right, so, you know what? While we're here too, let me track the mouse hover results. 19, 15, 21. Yeah, offense too good, I think, to start with. And then defense, 29, 14, 18. I mean, I know we're disappointed in the starting pitcher ERAs, but I think in general the offense was just a little too good. Which is weird because on paper, during the player creation, I thought this offense was going to be nerfed. Gold Glove winners, we had no Gold Glove winners. So T. Davis, Elmer Cowgill, and Sad Lisa. Solo points there. Or not solo points, but 3 of you get points. Platinum Stick Awards, again, 0. Flash Nerd, Elmer Cowgill, I'll get points there. Oh, see, LOB had better intuition than I did. LOB thought the offense would be good. All right. First mouse hover. 19th. Run scored was 19th. Elmer Calgill closest with 21. Now, the thing for everyone to remember with Elmer Calgill is that's FlyingWV. He is not collecting packs. So if he finishes second, it's the third place player who's going to get packs. So you are all still in the running here. Batting average, 15th. 6 away is Elmer Calgill. Home runs hit, 21st. Dead on is Elmer Calgill. Your intuition didn't help your answers, LLB. ERA, 29th. Very good job. And Sad Lisa gets a solo point there. Solo points are big. They help you catch up. Strikeouts thrown, 14th. LLB gets another one. 2 solo points in a row. I think that just jumped you into second place here. And the defensive efficiency was 18th. 18th. Flash, very close to the guess of 17th. All right, so going into the batting questions, we've got T. Davis with 2, Flash with 3, Nerd Adventure with 2, Elmer Calgill with 6, but again, not collecting packs, and then LLB with 3. So right now it's anyone's game because, again, you're chasing FlyingWV, but he's not collecting packs, so this is a race for third place here. All right, the batting questions. Team leader in home runs. How many home runs did they hit? Only 24. That is a sign of a good lowball team when your top home run hitter only hits 24 home runs. But here's the problem. This is also a lot of players hitting double-digit home runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players hitting double-digit home runs. Every starter hit double-digit home runs. None of them hit over 24. But 19. Everyone hit double digits. What was the batting average ranking? Batting average ranking was 15th. All right, so let's see. 24 home runs was the top. Flash gets that exactly right. Nice job. Oh, sorry. On the game screen, so thank you. So yeah, guessed exactly right by Flash. To get that low of a number exactly right is impressive. 24 is, even for low ball, is pretty low. All right, batter who led the team in strikeouts, 162 by Zamora. That's the excellent low ball center fielder that FlyingWV was able to select. 162. So Elmer Calgill is 19 away. Flash is over by too many, so it is going to be FlyingWV by 1. Nerd Advantage gets 142. Oh no! Wait! Hold on. 162. Flash is only 26 away versus 19. Yeah, so it is Elmer Calgill. Okay, lowest batting average, at least 100 plate appearances. For Forlini and Williams, the two excellent low ball shortstops, hit 219 and 225. Neither had enough plate appearances. Williams had 214 plate appearances. So it's Art Laborde, the catcher, who hit 237. Good level catcher hit 237. And it is Sad Lisa. All right, next up is OPS, lowest OPS. Same criterion, at least 300 player princess. Is Zamora with a 669. Flash always guesses yes, right? Yes. No one went meme guess, but Nerd of Anarchy with, well, this is a meme guess of sorts. 666. The number of the beast takes it. And the worst batter war, negative 0.6 by Zamora and Lombardi. Negative 0.6. So Nerd Vegas would actually be closer to negative 1. So pretty good comeback by Nerd of Anarchy. Alright, so after the hitting questions, T. Davis still has 2. Flash moves up to 4. Nerd of Anarchy moves up to 4. Elmer Cowgill moves up to 7. And Sad Lisa moves up to 4. So it's a 3-way tie right now for 3rd place, which is actually 2nd place. Your 99 is for strikeouts by pitcher? Oh, yeah. This was for batter. Alright, so on the pitching side, we start with strikeouts thrown, most strikeouts thrown. Let's see. 141 is the highest by a starting pitcher, Danny Ortiz. 141. Nerd of Anarchy with a very good guess of 140. Nerd of Anarchy jumps into the lead right now. Most home runs allowed, 44 by Padilla. In 154 innings, he gave up 44 home runs. Elmer Cowgill is going to be the closest there with 3 away. All right, highest ERA. Well, at least 100 innings pitched. Padilla with an 8.44. 8.44. I think it might be T. Davis. Yeah, T. Davis takes it. All right, highest whip. 2.14 by Albrecht. I think Nerd of Anarchy is going to take that one. And then worst pitcher war, negative 3.2. No, negative 3.5 by Padilla. I think it's going to be Flash. Alright, so after the pitching questions, T. Davis up to 3, Flash up to 5, Nerd of Anarchy up to 6, FlyingWV up to 8, and Sad Lisa at 4. So, in the end, let's see, it is Noisy Air in first place by winning the survival style section. Elmer Cowgill is going to come in second, but the packs are going to go to Nerd of Anarchy. Because FlyingWV does not collect packs right now. Alright, congratulations to our winners. Were you close to the lowest ERA with at least 100 innings pitched? Let's see. Some of the one reliever got to 100 innings pitched, so it would be 4.59. Yeah, you were pretty close. Noisy Air would have beaten you, though. Noisy Air gets 4.65. So I think it's a good thing Noisier won it in the Survivor Cell section. Although their guesses were not that far off in some of these, especially in the mouse hover, and yeah, I know they would have been in the running. It's okay. Yeah, relievers pitch a lot, partly because the starters are terrible, and also because the relievers are good, so they end up pitching a lot. When FlyingWV plays his 11 pitcher strategy, almost everyone on the team has 100 innings pitched, and usually the strikeout leader comes from the bullpen. So the relievers pitch a ton. And so that's why like the home run total isn't higher because he only pitched 154 innings. Because the home run rates are terrible 2.6, 2.5, 2.1 home runs per nine. If they pitch entire seasons worth of innings, they'd be in the 60s. But since they only pitch 154 innings, they only give up 44 home runs. It's up to the player, Noisier. I think FlyingWV chose Tactician because Tactician has the longest hook. Yeah, I think step one is to answer the right question, and then step two is to factor in the relief pitchers. I think that's right. That's a good strategy. All right, well, that was a fun one. Thank you, FlyingWV, for selecting a fun team. We also did uncover this gem tonight. Where is it? Pickles Dillhofer. We also had a player nicknamed Handmaster, which is a nice parallel to the Finger Master that Ophi met at her Taiwan Twitch partner meet at at a Taiwan League baseball game, which I thought was really cool. If that VOD is still up, you should check it out. You get to see a little Taiwan baseball experience, and apparently the cheerleaders are often more famous than the players. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's see who we're going to rate out to. Baffle's no longer on. Chugi is streaming sports at least tonight. Let's see what he's doing. He's got NHL 11. Yeah, let's rate Tugi tonight. Tugi 24. Really fun sports variety streamer. Almost all sports, but very occasionally some non sports games. But they ever get those old timers war? I don't know if I understand your question, Noisier, but happy to answer it if you can clarify it for me. But let's go ahead and get ready to raid Chugi24. Yeah, of course it'll be. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you had fun. I think you're starting to get the hang of it too, because even though you miss big chunks of questions because you're not familiar as much with like what they usually look like, you were leading for most of it, and I think you still finished pretty close. So just keep hanging in there. Keep. Yeah. Let's see. Dillhofer's war. Well, I mean, he didn't pitch very much. He had a negative 1.3 war. I mean, mostly a lot of the good old time pitchers got big war because they're just pitching tons of innings, and so a lot of war is productivity based, and so just cranking out innings or cranking out plate appearances can help you with that. So, as long as you're not terrible, of course. All right, let's get that title slide up here. So upcoming, we've got Rev Jr. playing low ball on Sunday night, Nerd of Anarchy playing low ball on Monday night. We're going to do 1914 pitching attribute testing on Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday will be PTCS roster building. So hope to see you for all that.
do you keep following me around?